Blake Lively has certainly taken things to the next level.
Blake going scorched earth, adding 48 pages to her lawsuit and claiming she wasn't the only victim of sexual harassment, alleging that Justin made 2 other women feel uncomfortable on set. She doesn't name them, but says they intend to be witnesses in next year's trial.
It is relevant to kind of show this environment. However, it's not conclusive evidence that Blake Lively was harassed.
Blake Lively dropped her amended complaint at the midnight hour last night, and you are not going to believe how deranged it actually is. I've been combing over the lawsuit, and there is just so much. It's written as badly as that rooftop scene she and Ryan Reynolds decided to take a stab at.
I want to have sex with you. Too far?
No.
This?
Depends what happens next.
Before diving into all the details, let's talk about Justin Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Freedman, who has made a response to this amended lawsuit.
Yeah, that seemed like that might be the latest move.
What did you think when you saw, Ryan, make light of the situation? I guess try to find some humor in all this.
I'm unaware of anybody, frankly, whose wife has been sexually harassed and has made jokes about that type of situation.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone who's done anything like that, and so it surprised me.
Not only has he responded, but so has Blake Lively's attorney. Justin Baldoni's legal team is responding to the new allegations, claiming that he made other women uncomfortable on the set of It Ends With Us. Our clients have been transparent in providing receipts, real-time documents, and videos showing a completely different story than what has been manipulated and cherry-picked to the media.
Want it? Don't give it to me.
Just keep restraint.
Come on back. Yeah, just do a little bit of restraint.
Right, come on back. And they couple by the car and walk towards us, cross. Tell me your name, sorry. They couple by the lady, walk towards us, cross this way, take your day, and cross this way. Tell me your name, sorry. Cody, that lady, cross this way, take your day, and cross this way.
All right, cut.
Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Freedman, said in a statement to US Weekly, "Today our clients have taken this matter and these issues very seriously, notwithstanding the jokes made publicly by the plaintiff and her husband."
Oh, hey, Ryan Reynolds. Hey. Ryan Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why, what have you heard?
Blake Lively's amended complaint is filled with unsubstantial hearsay from unnamed persons who are no longer willing to come forward or publicly support her claims. The upcoming depositions of those who initially supported her allegations and those who witnessed her behavior will be enlightening. What is truly uncomfortable here is Lively's lack of actual evidence.
God only knows what I need.
Can we do a score? Can we do a score? A couple scores? While we're... Yeah, great.
God only knows what I need without you.
I'm excited about 2 things. First, depositions will reveal the truth. Discovery will expose all of her text messages and communications. There can be no settlement because that would mean admitting wrongdoing.
And I was like, the moment Atlas enters, things are charged and heavy.
Second, her lack of evidence is telling. The media hyped this up as though she had irrefutable proof, but this amended complaint only makes her look worse. Lively's attorneys filed the complaint against Baldoni, Wayfarer Studios producing partner Jamie Heath, and more. According to the documents obtained, Lively claimed that she wasn't the only one who raised concerns about Baldoni, but where are these other people? They didn't want to join her in this campaign. The lawsuit mentions that 2 other women confided in Lively about their discomfort, but were too afraid to come forward. However, no real evidence has been provided. A Sony representative allegedly spoke to Baldoni about these concerns, and Baldoni supposedly reached out to one of the women to reassure her. But again, where's the evidence? Why isn't this in the lawsuit? Every involved person needs to be deposed, including Taylor Swift, if necessary. Lively denied the allegations and claimed Baldoni's countersuit follows the abuser's playbook. She stated, "This is an age-old story. A woman speaks up with concrete evidence of harassment, and the abuser attempts to turn the tables, but there is no no concrete evidence. And if there was, wouldn't it be front and center in the lawsuit? Wouldn't it be splashed all over the media instead of vague accusations and hearsay? The more you look into this, the messier it gets. The case is built on whispers, not hard facts. And let's not forget, this isn't Baldoni's first rodeo with Hollywood's political games. He's been in the industry long enough to know how narratives are spun, and it seems like he's refusing to back down. That's the difference between those who cave to pressure and those who fight back when falsely accused. Matthew from Inner City Press, a journalist covering the Southern District of New York, dropped the documents at midnight. If you want the full document, he's the one to follow. He covers major cases, including the Diddy trial. Inner City Press does what the mainstream media won't: give raw, unfiltered updates straight from the courtroom. And speaking of media manipulation, isn't it interesting how quickly some outlets picked up Lively's claims without scrutinizing them? This case highlights a growing problem: the rush to believe accusations without demanding proof. We've seen it happen time and time again, and yet lessons are never learned. The lawsuit itself even quotes Baldoni's own words as if they prove something. It starts with, "Are you confident enough to listen to the women in your life, to hear their ideas?" Baldoni, a self-proclaimed male feminist, is now at the center of a false accusation that could take down Hollywood. This is a moment of irony so rich that it deserves its own documentary. Hollywood has spent years pushing a narrative of believe all women, and now we see the inevitable consequence. Blind belief without evidence can ruin careers and lives. Blake Lively couldn't get anyone else to join her amended lawsuit. Instead, her legal team insists that unnamed witnesses have permitted her to share the substance of their communications. They claim these witnesses will testify and provide documents during discovery. If they were so confident, why not name them now? This screams fresh BS. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's lawyer is about to make a fortune off of them. Meanwhile, if you haven't already, check out Critical Drinker's latest take on this. It's absolutely hilarious. He goes in on the ridiculousness of Hollywood and its obsession with pushing a woke narrative. The kind of narrative that doesn't hold up under scrutiny, but is still weaponized against people who refuse to conform. If you're Team Justin, you'll want to check out the merch. I created every design myself, and they are exclusive. If you want to support the channel, you can also send contributions via Cash App. Stay tuned for more updates, and I'll see you soon. But before I go, let me leave you with this thought. We are watching Hollywood eat itself. These cases aren't about justice. They're about power, control, and playing the victim when it benefits you. If Lively and her team had real evidence, they wouldn't need to rely on anonymous sources, vague claims, and media theatrics. The truth will come out in the depositions, and when it does, the mainstream media won't be able to ignore it. Keep your eyes open and question everything. This is just the beginning of the fallout.